Today I'm going to be showing you guys the best jump shots for all heights and 3-point ratings in NBA 2K26. These jump shots are going to have you shooting unlimited greens because there is no more RNG in NBA 2K26. That's right, there's a pure green window. So I'm going to have you shooting the lights out. We're going to start off with 2 guard jump shots for builds under 6'5". Then we're going to do builds from 6'5" to 6'9", and then it will be 6'10" and taller at the end. So stay tuned and make sure you guys drop a like if you find this video helpful. All right, man, so we're going to start off with guards 6'4" and under. The first jump shot I'm going to put you guys onto is remotely the same as last year. Everyone's been kind of using this on day one, so we're going to start with this one as it is the safest, and then we will show you guys the second one. So for your lower base, you're going to be putting this as Cam Thomas. If you guys didn't know, you can actually search whatever base you guys want to use. That way you don't have to scroll. So just go ahead and type in Cameron Thomas, and it will come right up for you guys to equip it. Now we're going to go to upper release 1, which will be Colin Sexton. Now you can do the same thing here. Once again, type in Sexton in the search bar, and it will come right up for you guys. That way you can equip it and you don't got to scroll. Now for our second release, it is going to be Baluba, aka the GOAT, man. This was the best upper to have last year. Now, personal preference as far as your actual blending and release speed and even your visual cue, it's really all a reference to how you like to play the game. If you're looking to get a lot of quick peaks, maybe you're fading a lot more. If you're fading, I recommend setting your timing closer to release because it allows you to time the different weird, funky fade animations that you sometimes receive. But for me, I'm going to go ahead and go on very quick, and then my actual visual cue is going to be set to release. And then for my animation blending, it's actually going to be 60% Colin Sexton and 40% Baluba. A lot of people actually push this in the direction of Baluba just for the defensive immunity. So you could do like an 80-20 mix here as well for Baluba. I'll show you guys what it looks like. The main reason everybody loves this jump shot so much is because of the Baluba upper. That Baluba upper is the same upper that we used last year, which essentially just gives you that perfect 90-degree shooter's angle with his right elbow. And that just opens up that green window, so it is just absolutely pure chicken. You can use these uppers that I gave you for this jump shot with literally any base in NBA 2K26, and you will probably be fine as long as you get the uppers. Now, Colin Sexton, you're not going to be able to get those uppers on those 7-foot or taller builds, but as you can see, even like off the dribble, when you hold left trigger for the catch and shoots, so that way you get the no-dip jump shots or the no-dip jump shots. I don't know why I said it like that, but the no-dip jump shots are really nice, as you can see when I'm holding left trigger. I'm getting a couple of lates just because I'm not used to it on this super fast build. I've been playing on my popper so much, but dude, these jump shots are quick. Like, look how quick I'm getting that ball off in comparison to not hitting left trigger at all. Make sure you guys try this out yourself if you haven't tried it out at all in 2K26. I will show you on literally every single jump shot what it looks like when I'm holding left trigger off the dribble and when I'm just like basically shooting off the catch and shoot without holding left trigger. But these uppers are insane, man, and the base itself is just butter. It's still the best base in the game, in my opinion, until we get those new bases with, you know, hitting starter 4, maybe with the new seasons when they probably drop new bases. But right now, I believe Colin Sexton is the best base in the game. It's just pure butter. My boy, Godly Ty, threw it on. He was making everything. He was struggling until he put this base on. So go ahead and throw it on yourself. It's very simple, very smooth, a lot like Kyrie Irving. All right, so for the next jump shot, we are actually going to be going with the base Goran Dragic here. And then for upper release 1, we are going to be using Jaden Hardy. And then upper release 2 is going to be Kyrie Irving. Now, this is a much slower jump shot in a reference point, but I do like throwing this in the direction of Jaden Hardy here. That way we get a little bit faster of a speed for our release. So it's going to be 80% Jaden Hardy, 20% Kyrie Irving. Now the Kyrie Irving is really just in there to get that defensive immunity as well as that extra release height. Now I'm going to go ahead and show you guys what it looks like. Now this Dragic base is definitely for my boys that like to shoot off the catch and shoot. You know, the Dexters on the 2s court. Maybe the 6'4" locks if you guys decide to make a small lock in this game. Even though I wouldn't recommend that. I think the best lock height is going to be like 6'7", 6'8" before it's all said and done. But this base is insane for my pure sharps. It is very good off the dribble. But as you can see when I'm holding left trigger here, look how fast that jump shot is. I'm getting slightly late at times because it's just so quick. Like it really doesn't do it justice till you actually get this jump shot in your hands. But this Goran Dragic base is butter, very simple and easy to use. When you guys are rhythm shooting, make sure you just focus on the tempo. As you can see, I'm still getting slightly late for the timing itself, but as long as I green the tempo, I get a green every single time. I love rhythm shooting in 2K26. On my center builds, on all my 7-foot poppers, I only rhythm shoot. I've seen a lot of people struggling to shoot in this game on the tall centers. If you're not rhythm shooting, you are messing up. Rhythm shoot, hold left trigger if you're on a catch and shoot situation. Really get used to that left trigger because defenders cannot get a contest against it. If you don't hold that left trigger, they will get a late closeout animation on you and either speed up or slow down your jump shot drastically, and you will mess up your timing. So if you're in a situation where you know you're going to catch the ball, somebody is running at you, hold that left trigger. You don't have to hit it 7 seconds before. You can literally hit it as you're catching the ball in most cases and still get the jump shot off insanely fast. As you can see, I'm not hitting left trigger here, but I just was, and it's still getting off really, really, really quick. And then the best part about rhythm shooting with left trigger is I can still time the tempo and get a late in case I mess up. As long as I time that tempo, it really doesn't matter. So make sure you guys go ahead and throw on this Goran Dragic base, man. And if you have a friend that is missing every single jump shot in 2K26, send this video to them, bro. I got 4 more jump shots for you guys. For 2 more coming for people that are 6'5" and taller on their builds. And then the guys that are 6'10" and taller as well. We got some wonderful jump shots for my centers. And if you guys haven't hit that subscribe button, hit that sub button, man. We've been streaming every single day. We played 3s with Flight yesterday. We had some 2s with Cheeseaholic. We always got a new streamer playing with us. I'm trying to play with you guys as well. We also started the Team Witness crew, man. And we are grinding. We are already level 15, top 5 in the world. So if you guys need a crew, hey, hit that sub button, pull up to the live stream. Let's not waste any more time, though. Let's jump on to the next jump shots. All right, man, for our next set of jump shots, these are going to be builds 6'5" or taller. So all of my 6'9" pure stretches, you're going to love this one. First jump shot is going to be a shout out to my boy Jalen Bridges from the West Virginia Mountaineers. We got Jalen Bridges as the base with Kyle Korver as the upper release 1 and Quentin Grimes as the upper release 2. And then for my visual cue, it's going to be a couple of ticks after push with max release speed, and then 56% Kyle Korver with 44% Quentin Grimes. Now this jump shot is very quick and to the point. This is your catch and shoot specialist jump shot. As you can see by that 90 degrees with the elbow, when I hold left trigger, it's insanely fast. It's lightning quick. Like I actually don't know a faster jump shot as far as the taller guards go in the game currently. I mean, the Kyle Korver base is really good as well, but this, look how fast that is. I mean, I just got a rushed late timing holding left trigger trying to rhythm shoot it because it's just so insanely quick. This is not one of those jump shots that is a rhythm shooter's best friend just because of how fast it is. You will be able to green your tempo. As you can see, I'm just greening the tempo essentially every time holding left trigger. If I don't hold left trigger, I still get like slightly earlies and stuff, but with left trigger, it's a little too quick for my rhythm shooters. So if you're a rhythm shooter, I don't know how well you'll like this jump shot until you've practiced with it a bit because it is just that fast. Shout out to Jalen Bridges for dropping one of the quickest bases in the game, my boy from the West Virginia Mountaineers. Finally, we have a West Virginia Mountaineer with a good jump shot. But as you can see, even off the dribble bow, this thing is chicken. Like, it is so quick and buttery. It's your perfect catch and shoot. His hands go instantly above his head, and that's where you release. The legs stay kind of wide, just like those old John Wall bases that we used to love back in 2K16, 2K15, man. John Wall was the perfect catch and shoot jump shot, as well as even off the dribble. And this one just reminds me so much of that, but it's a whole lot faster. He doesn't jump as high, which I think equates to allowing it to have a faster release. But even out of the corners, when I hold left trigger, you can see it just gets off so very fast. I mean, there is no contesting that as a lockdown defender trying to close out late on the shooter. I mean, it's just like, I mean, it's a half a second. Look how fast that is holding left trigger. Legit a half of a second. So you got to be focused shooting the basketball. But the right elbow, it's very fast. There's not much of a read going on there. It's just as soon as the ball instantly gets above his head, you are going to release the jump shot. The arc Isn't anything too crazy. I'm not really in love with the arc. I actually might end up changing my uppers around just to get a little bit more arc on the jump shot. But the base overall itself, I am absolutely in love with. Now for the second jump shot, you're going to be using the base Kyle Korver. Upper release one is going to be Bogdan Bogdanovic. And Andrew Nembhard is going to be your upper release 2. Now for my blending and release speed, I'm going to max out the release speed. 34% Bogdan Bogdanovic and 66% Andrew Nembhard. And then as you can see, my push and release queue is right in the middle. Now this is the jump shot that I actually used in years past, so you know I had to bring it back. I've also noticed my boy Cash Out, who is the #1 rep in the world right now, is playing on a 6'9" stretch as well. This kind of like 6'9" stretch. And guess what base he's using? Kyle Korver. It's very simplistic. It's very hard to mess this jump shot up, as the timing is right when the legs start to come together. And as soon as those heels click, you're able to release it. Now, back in like my 2K14 prime days on game battles, I used to use Ray Allen when we played like 3-on-3 team-ups. And these heel click jump shots with 3-point shooters are just so easy to time. All you do is stare at the feet. The moment those feet are about to touch, you simply release the jump shot. It also has a very simplistic upper. There's not really much of a hitch going on. You just kind of follow in suit with the actual elbow. As soon as that elbow hits 90 degrees, you release, and it's going to be absolutely green every time. Now, you guys don't necessarily have to hold L2 with this jump shot. I do recommend it. If you're not going to try it, you should definitely try it. Once again, make sure you're just greening your tempo whenever you're rhythm shooting. Don't really worry about the actual release timing itself. As long as you green that great tempo, you will be fine. It is really weird shooting off of like these fade animations because I don't have a good fade equipped. If you guys want to know a good fade, that's just going to be Pro 2, man. On this build, I hadn't equipped it yet when I was recording the jump shots. But just make sure you guys throw on Pro 2 if you guys are trying to fade while dribbling, especially with a build taller than 6'5". There's some decent fades for builds under 6'5", but everything taller than 6'5", man, make sure you guys slap on that Pro 2. And then utilize that L2 button off your catch and shoots, as you can see I'm doing here. I mean, it just gets off so quick. There is no closing out on that if you're a defender. All right, man, now we're on to the bread and butter, which is the 7'4" popper build that you guys have been showing so much love to. It's already got 100K views in under 24 hours. These are the 2 jump shots that I've been going back and forth between. One of them wasn't in the video. I actually found it literally an hour and a half ago, and I'm in love. Let's start with that one. This jump shot is going to be PJ Washington as your base, with Michael Porter Jr. as your upper release 1, and Baluba as your upper release 2. And then for the visual cue, it's going to be exactly, I believe it's 7 or 8 ticks after push. And then release speed is going to be maxed out, with your animation blending being 80% Baluba, 20% MPJ. All right, man, so PJ Washington, this is the base that I found yesterday that I was using when I was playing with Flight. For everybody that was spamming, asking for my jump shot, man, this is the one. This is by far my favorite jump shot on my 7'4" popper. It is extremely quick. A lot of taller builds right now in the game, people are having super slow jump shots, and those slow jump shots do eventually get contested by people when they're not jumping at you. However, if your jump shot is fast and has a very, very good defensive immunity, you don't have much to worry about because you will be able to get that off before the defender actually closes out. The only way they can really contest you is if they literally jump and give you a high five, or if they happen to be 7'4" with a max wingspan. It just made the silliest build in the game. I'm able to shoot over literally anybody. If you guys haven't checked out the 7'4" popper build video, like I said earlier in the video, it's my most recent YouTube video before this one. Super easy, best stretch big man build in NBA 2K26 by far. Everybody's been coming to me asking me for my build, my jump shot. Yo, Hollywood, you're going crazy, dude. Hollywood is back. That's right, man. This 7'4" popper build is really the truth. And I have 3 jump shots I've been kind of sliding back and forth between. This right now, though, is my favorite, man. This PJ Washington base is just so smooth, so easy to time. I love those things that don't have like insanely weird hitches. The legs kind of stay squared up to the rim. It's just your typical shooter's form, you know? When you were 13 years old and your parents got you a shooting coach, or your high school had a shooting coach, this is how they taught you to shoot the basketball. And that is what I look for in my jump shots on the game. I don't want anything crazy or funky or hitchy looking. I love these basic, simple jump shots. And if you guys are on a tall build, these 7-footers, please rhythm shoot, man. The square timing is just, it's not good, okay? I'm going to be real. It doesn't have a very big green window when you use square. If you're using the rhythm, though, it has a massive green window. So make sure you guys try to practice rhythm shooting in NBA 2K26. All right, for our next jump shot, we are going to be using the base Danny Wolf. Now, I found this base when I was literally just like messing around in the Street Kings because nobody was playing Park during my early access. And this base is chicken. So after you've put on Danny Wolf, you're going to go to your uppers. All right, so after you've done that, you're going to go to upper release 1, and you're going to set this to PJ Tucker. Then for your upper release 2, you're going to go ahead and go to the search and type in Tim Duncan. I like this release because it's very simplistic, and it gives you that nice 90-degree angle to be able to see your build's jump shot. Then we're going to set this between push and release, max out the release speed, and then for the animation blending, you're going to want to set this to PJ Tucker 70%, Tim Duncan 30%. All right, man, so huge shout out to Danny Wolf. He's a new rookie in the league. So this is actually the first year that his base is in the game for my 7-foot or taller builds. This base isn't quite as fast as PJ Washington. I will say that. But it does not have as long as an upper hitch. There's not really much going on the uppers at all. If anything, it's like kind of looks like a no-dip jump shot at all times. And you guys can also hold left trigger. As you can see right here, I shot too slightly late trying to hold the left trigger because it just makes the jump shot so fast, and there's no way anybody is going to get a contest on you. It's very, very hard to time, so it will take some getting used to. As you can see, I'm shooting a couple slightly lates here and there, but I was able to settle in and just start greening absolutely everything. Now, I am showing you guys shooting me with the square button and while rhythm shooting as well. In part game modes, I'm not going to lie, especially on delay, you guys need to learn how to rhythm shoot. Right now, I'm shooting with square just to show you guys what it looks like with square, but I love rhythm shooting because you can see all you have to do is green the tempo, and it is very easy to green the tempo, especially on a 7-foot 4 build. You almost have to try to mess up the tempo when you're shooting with the tempo on this build. Like, I really have to just not be focused, drooling at my screen, playing the game for 15 hours to mess up the tempo. Now, eventually you will mess up 1 or 2 times, but overall this is such an easy jump shot to use, especially if you have my 7'4" popper build that has an 89 3-ball. I mean, you really got to try to miss your jump shot in NBA 2K26. I am so happy that they took out the RNG greens. You know, if you made 5 jump shots in a row, the game wouldn't let you make your 6th. If you time your jump shot in this game, you will make your jump shot. And I love that. It brings back the skill gap in the game. You have to play defense. Now, I will say this is not the best defensive 2K we've played. But overall, I love the fact that if I get wide open or my team works for a wide open jump shot and we time it right, the game's not going to make us miss. We are able to knock it down. However, that's basically going to do it for the video, man. If you have a friend that is struggling to shoot on NBA 2K26, or a homie that needs a jump shot, make sure to drop a like, subscribe, and send this video to them, man. Save somebody's life today on 2K26. We will catch you in the next one. It's been your boy Hollywood. Peace.